Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm David Hanna for Cornerstone Tax SDLT Refunds, and today we're going to be talking about mixed use property. What is mixed use property? How does it benefit you? And what things do you look out for? If at the end of this video you think you may have a property that's mixed use, great, contact us. If, however, you think your property might be uninhabitable, there may be other benefits, and you can click on a link below to check out our video on uninhabitable property and the benefits from a stamp duty perspective that it can bring you. So what is mixed use property? Basically, it is property that is not 100% used as a dwelling, including its garden or grounds. Typically, a mixed use property might well be a house that has a commercial building on the land, usually that is used in a trade or has been let to a third party to be used in a trade. Similarly, it could be a larger house with fields and paddocks that are let to a third party. Notice here, it's all about somebody else having use of the land rather than you. It doesn't matter whether it's a commercial business as long as it's commercially let. So letting the paddock next to your house to your next door neighbour to use as his daughter's pony paddock is as valid as letting it to a farmer. What's the benefit though of mixed use property? Well, it benefits from a much lower rate of SDLT because it is not wholly residential. It doesn't pay any of the punitive rates that are paid on residential property, up to 12%. It doesn't pay any of the surcharges, the 3% second home surcharge or the 2% non-resident surcharge. Instead, it pays the lower non-residential rate of 5%. And on higher value properties, that can be a significant saving. What's really neat about mixed use treatment is you can still claim multiple dwellings relief if there's more than one dwelling on the site. So you can see how the savings start to add up. How do you claim mixed use then? Well, you don't actually claim it. You classify the property on the SDLT return appropriately according to its characteristics, and that triggers the non-residential rate table rather than the residential rate table. It's as easy as that. But there isn't a checklist on the return allowing you to do it, which is why you need to do detailed analysis before you allow your conveyancer to fill in the SDLT return. Ultimately, it's your responsibility and you ought to get advice. And there's any number of things that have to be considered. Even the smallest amount of commercial use of your land can trigger the 5% rate. For example, a power substation or a sewage substation tucked away on the corner of the garden is enough to trigger mixed use. And that can be a substantial saving, particularly if you're buying a high-value residential property in Greater London. So what should you do about it? Well, if you're buying at the moment, or if you've bought a property in the last 12 months, or indeed probably in the last 6 years, that you think might qualify or have qualified for this treatment, then you need to get in touch with us. Click on the link in the description below, call the number, and we'll chat through with you the features of your property to decide whether or not it qualifies as mixed use. If it does, we can go ahead with a reclaim for you. If you're currently purchasing, we can give you the advice you need to go to your solicitor and make sure you pay the correct amount of tax when you complete the purchase. It's not rocket science, but it is incredibly detailed stuff. By having the conversation with us, you get the peace of mind that you need to ensure that you pay the right amount or recover what is rightfully yours. If you have any questions about this video, please leave them in the comments below or contact us by email. Again, links in the description below. And if you've liked this video, please click like and subscribe to hear more updates about stamp duty refunds, and other areas of property and the property market in future. I've been David Hanna for Cornerstone Tax SDLT Refunds. Thanks for listening.